Your Excellency, Mr. President, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of Togo, the President of Rockefeller Foundation, Dr. Judy Rodin, Rockefeller Foundation board members, trustees, Honorable Ministers of Finance and Agriculture from across Africa, ambassadors, Your Excellency, you're welcome, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, Mr. President, I wish to thank you most sincerely for hosting this summit on the occasion of the events to celebrate 100 years of the Rockefeller Foundation. Mr. President, the Rockefeller Foundation is not just any other foundation. I am proud to have worked for 10 years with the Rockefeller Foundation that I like to refer to as simply RF. I always said to Judy Rodin that I have RF in my genes. She always looks at me and wondered why. But today I can tell you it's actually true, because my father's initials are actually RF. Some of my former bosses are here today. Dr. Judy Rodin, President of Rockefeller Foundation, and Dr. Gary Tonenson, the guy with a little bit of gray hair left at the back over there. He was my mentor in the Rockefeller Foundation, where he has worked for over 40 years, and perhaps I think he's the longest serving staff of the Rockefeller Foundation. So Gary, let me use this opportunity to thank you for being such a wonderful mentor for me. Judith, you are appreciated and loved here in Nigeria and in Africa. I recall your outstanding leadership in stepping to the plate when Africa needed you during the Africa Fertilizer Summit. Through your support, the landmark Africa Fertilizer Summit in 2006 was such a huge success. Today, millions of farmers all across Africa are benefiting from the impacts of the catalytic support of the Rockefeller Foundation on fertilizers in Africa. And sitting right behind you is Dr. Jack Doof, who used to be at that time the Director General of FAO, part of the Global Eminent Persons Group that make that happen. I am proud of the partnership of the Rockefeller Foundation with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that created AGRA, where I was privileged to have worked as Vice President. So let me warmly welcome the board members of AGRA and all my former colleagues from AGRA to this summit. Right at the back over there, I saw my former boss, President of AGRA, Dr. Namanga Ngongi. I also see, so I like to call him Chief, so Chief, welcome to Nigeria. President of AGRA, Jane Keruki, I see her over there, welcome. Let me personally welcome all the ministers of agriculture and finance to this two-day summit. We are delighted that you honored our invitations. Over the next 2 days, we will be discussing innovations to catalyze the potential of agriculture. Yes, Africa has potential in agriculture, but we all know that nobody can eat that potential. I think that's what Dr. Norman Borlaug always told us, and he's right. To unlock the potential of agriculture, we need strong political leadership. That is why I'm really delighted today that Your Excellency, Mr. President, you're here to grace this occasion. And I want to use this opportunity to thank Mr. President for your remarkable and outstanding leadership and support that you have given us in agriculture. When people talk about the rapid transformation going on in agriculture in this country, I like to say the face of that transformation is Mr. President. Because Mr. President said we have to grow agriculture to create wealth, to create jobs, and you will hear a lot from him when he speaks today. Mr. President, thank you for also helping to champion the cassava bread. I always tell people that if anybody wants to be as handsome as our president, they should eat cassava bread. We also need ministers of agriculture and finance to work with us to transform agriculture. The CME, Minister of Finance, has been remarkable in terms of our support to us in agriculture, and I want to thank you, CME, for your outstanding work and support. I am confident that together we will unlock the power of agriculture to grow food, to create wealth, and generate jobs for millions of Africans, as our Mr. President normally tells us. And what better place, again, to continue that engagement than right here in Abuja, when in 2006, 40 heads of states and governments signed and launched what is now called the African Green Revolution, at the landmark Abuja Fertilizer Summit, which was catalyzed again by the Rockefeller Foundation. Yes, African economies are growing. This is Africa's time, and agriculture is what we need to secure this as Africa's time. Thank you very much, and welcome again.